Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and for today's video we're actually going to be looking at my March budget and sort of give you the results and the latest numbers on how I did for this past month's budget. As you guys can see, I have here my cash envelopes that I was using for last week, so we'll go ahead and see what it is that we spent for this last week of March. I actually already laid down my stickers because I thought that I would just save a lot of time for us. So the only thing that we'll be doing for this video is we'll be checking in for week 5, which as you guys know for me is from the 25th until the 31st. So the last few days of the week, as well as I'll go ahead and show you guys my sinking funds. We'll go ahead and update that and check out my variable income and expense spread just to see if we spent anything there. So first and foremost, I want to go ahead and say that I can't believe that March went by as fast as it did. I feel like every single month has been going by extremely fast. I still can't believe it. So what I'm going to start with is, so we can go ahead and get right into the weekly check-in. We're going to first be looking at food, and as you guys know, I do have 5 cash envelopes, but I do like to group some of them together just to save me some space, and food is one of those categories. So for food, I usually track my groceries as well as eating out. Now guys, if there was one thing that I had my mind set on this week, was to definitely save enough money to be able to deposit those last $20 in my $20 Fridays Savings Challenge cash envelope. As you guys know, I've been partaking in this challenge from the Budget Mom, and I really had my mind set on the price. I wanted to go ahead and save $100 for this month for that challenge, and I am super happy to say that I did it, but I did have to cut back on things, which was fine. I'll go ahead and let you guys know about those right now. So we have groceries and eating out, which are both for my food, and as you guys can see from my little key here, all of the pink stickers mean food. So I do have 1, 2, because we're looking from the 25th until the 31st. Last week, you guys know that I had a bill on the 24th, but since these 2 days were split up, I went ahead and just put my bill due sticker for the 24th on the 31st, which I sort of commented about doing that. And since I didn't have any expenses on the 31st, that fit perfectly fine. So that's that. So now we're gonna look at groceries. As you guys can see, I don't have any money on both of my groceries and eating out cash envelopes because I did spend it. For my eating out, I went to Taco Bell on Friday, and I actually went with my little brother. He for some reason didn't have school on Friday. I don't know if it was some sort of like furlough day or something like that. And after we went to the post office, he asked if we can get some Taco Bell, and I did have some money left over in my eating out cash envelopes, so I said, hey, why not? I'll go ahead and treat my little brother. So Taco Bell was actually $9, so I went ahead and took it out from the $10 that I had, which left me with $1, but that $1 went into my $20 Fridays. So I took out $1 for my $20 Fridays. I could not take $20 off a single cash envelope this week, which is totally fine. So I went ahead and just got some money from a couple of my cash envelopes. Now for groceries, I didn't get groceries for this past week just because I had purchased groceries on the 24th and I was pretty good with that. So I didn't purchase any, and I only had $11 left, so I took those $11 and put them into my $20 Friday savings. So right there was $12 from both of my food cash envelopes. So in total for food, I spent $9 for Taco Bell and $12 from the $20 Fridays. So I spent $21. And as you guys can see, my remaining for last week, that was all that I had. So now I don't have anything, which is why there's nothing in both of my cash envelopes. Okay. Now next we have gas. And for gas, I had $43 left. So let's take a look at my monthly view. Now for gas, I did spend $40 on gas on the 25th, and then I had $3 left, so I went ahead and put those $3 into my $20 Friday savings. So there right there is the $43, and I can go ahead and show you guys my cash envelope as well. So as you guys can see, we have gas on the 25th, left me with $3, and then $3 for the $20 Fridays. And that's the reason why I really love these cash envelopes. These are from the Budget Mom. I feel like I've talked about this all the time, but these are from the Budget Mom, and I really like how they have the sort of like transaction sort of log in the back of them. So that right there was $40 for gas and $3 for the $20 Friday. So that means that I spent $43, and that also left me with nothing there. Next, I have my shopping cash envelope, and for my shopping I only had $5 more because, as you guys know, my beauty ran out of money last week and my allowance had $5. So I went ahead and took those last $5 to put into my $20 Fridays, and as you guys can see right here, $5 from allowance, and that right there completed my $20 for the $20 Fridays, which I really wanted to make sure that I was able to accomplish that sort of mini goal during this week, and I'm really glad that I did. Now I'm going to go ahead and check those off. So we did all of these. And gas. And then I did go ahead and Spotify came out automatically, and Amazon I had paid already. Okay, so that is all of that. Now, as you guys can see, I didn't have any unbudgeted expenses this past week, so we can go ahead and just write $0 right there. But as you guys know, I was already over for my unbudgeted category, which I don't budget for, $50. Okay, so that is my weekly check-in. Now, I do want to go ahead and lay down some stickers that I usually lay down. So the stickers that I usually lay down are my payday stickers, which you guys know that I get paid on Saturdays. Now, part of this last paycheck, I'm actually using to cover the first week of April. If you guys would have seen my paycheck 1 cash envelope stuffing, then you guys would know all about that. I do talk about all of that and how I'm splitting it. And then last but not least, I am going to be using the no spend stickers because I didn't spend any money on both Tuesday and Wednesday, which is really nice. And now, as you guys can see, all of the no spend stickers are usually during the beginning of the week, and then there's so many spend stickers during the end of the week. But I think most of the reason why is because I had the $20 Fridays, which I also do count as expenses. So now I do want to go ahead and show you guys my March $20 Fridays cash envelope so we can see that we have $100. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there right there is my $100, and I'm super happy that I was able to fulfill this challenge. Now this money I'm actually going to be putting towards debt for the month of April. So this will be helping me towards my goal of paying $600 towards my debt. So super excited to put that on the side. Now next, what I want to do is give you a result of my March budget. Now this is how my March budget spread ends up looking like, and now I can write down some actual numbers. Now for all of my cash envelopes, actually they don't have any money, so I did spend exactly the same amount that I had given myself in the beginning of the month. And that was because I really wanted to complete that challenge of saving $100. So even though I am saving those $100, I'm going to write in my March budget that I did spend all that money. And then you guys will see next month how I'm including this money into my budget, which is how I included something else, which you guys will see right now. Let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, so for groceries, we did spend $100. So there's no variance there. For eating out, we spent $80. No variance there. For gas, $100. Again, allowance, 80. Beauty, 80. Now, for electricity, this is another category that I have in my monthly view, which I already talked about this in my April budget video, so go ahead and check that out if you guys have not. But as you guys can see, the yellow stickers are my others. These are expenses that I did budget for in the beginning of the month, with the exception of one which I've totally forgotten. I keep forgetting to write down just because it's such a small amount. But for electricity, I did spend the $120. I talked about this in my April budget, but the bill for electricity was actually a little bit less than $120, but I went ahead and just gave my parents the rest of the money that I had budgeted for, just to help them pay other things in the house, like the water bill or things like that. So there's no variance there. Now for my phone bill, it was over budget. I had budgeted 110 just because I wasn't 100% sure how much it was that I was going to pay for that. And since we did check the electricity, we can check it off. As you guys can see, for my phone bill, which I do pay on the 21st, that was $112.22. So I was a little bit over budget for that, just because I didn't get charged fees one of the months. I believe it was like February, but then I was charged them during March. So that is the reason why. Now there is going to be a variance. I'm going to be over $2.22. So for that, I do like to keep this in red. And this just means over. Okay, so $2.22. Now for my ID renewal, that was also another category in my budget, which that was on the 1st of the month, and that was $36. So for that, I was under budget. So $36. So that means that I was under budget by $4, which is great. Then for unbudgeted, you guys know that I did have an unbudgeted amount this month, and as you guys can see, that was $50. So we can put that my actual was $50 and my variance is over 50. And then last but not least, I went ahead and added iTunes, and this is the reason why I do always leave one space just for something that I forget, because I seem to always forget about something, and I always seem to forget about this one, which I think I also forgot for my March budget. But I do have a recurring charge of 99 cents, and that's just for iCloud space. I don't know if you guys pay for that, but I have a bunch of things in my iCloud, so I decided that 99 cents wasn't that bad. So that's the reason why I have it. So that was 99 cents. So I went ahead and, as you guys can see, fixed that total right there, and no variance there. So now we can go ahead and add all of my actuals and the variances, of course. 80, 100, 80, 80, 120, 112, 22, 36, 50, and 99 cents. So my actual was $759 with 21 cents. So that means that I was over. You can put the plus first. Minus 222 minus 50. That means that I was over by $48.22, which is totally fine. Like I mentioned, that unbudgeted charge was for gifts for both my dad and my friend, which I totally forgot to budget for, but I was meaning to do it. So that's totally fine. It's not like I went and had a whole shopping spree, and that's the reason why I'm over my budget. You guys know that I don't do that, although I have in the past, not even going to lie. But you know, ever since I started doing this budget, I feel like I've been very accountable, especially with the cash envelope method and having you guys as sort of my accountability partners. So I think this is a really good month, even though I was over budget. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my fixed expenses, because as you guys know, I was able to pay that $1,000 towards my Bank of America travel card. So now I can go ahead and add those together. 41, 1,025, 27, 30, 499, and 510. So that is what my totals for my fixed expenses is. So $1,789 with 99 cents. Now I can go ahead and write that down right here. I am going to go ahead and also show you guys my sinking funds and my variable income. Just give me one quick second. So for budgeted, we had said that my variable expenses were going to be $710 with 99 cents, and fixed $1,789 with 99 cents. My actuals for variable was $759 with 21, and for fixed they were exactly the same thing. Now I don't disclose my income, but I do want to go ahead and give you guys all of this so you guys can understand how it is that I'm going to be subtracting stuff and setting it up once I do include my income. Obviously, after this, I am going to go in and put in my incomes, but I've talked about this. I don't feel comfortable, at least not yet, to show you guys my income, and I really hope you guys understand that. I do plan on doing it when I do feel comfortable, so just please bear with me. Now I want to go ahead and show you guys my sinking funds. So for my sinking funds, if you guys would have seen my April sinking funds video, then you guys sort of know the updated amounts for this. Now for sinking funds, this really doesn't have to do anything with what I have in my monthly budget, just because these are kind of savings on the side for specific categories. I do note them in my monthly budget as a fixed expense, and as you guys can see, that is $510. So that goes to the sinking fund sort of system that I have, and if you guys have seen March sinking funds video, then you guys know exactly which setup it is. So that sort of is money on the side that really doesn't have to do anything with my budget, because I've been saving and accumulating this money as the months have gone by. So I did have 2 lost transactions during the month, and they were both out of my cart maintenance. One of them was for a car tire leak. I had to get a sort of patch for it. I'm super clueless about cars and anything that has to do with cars, so my dad told me that something was wrong with my tire. I went to get it checked out, and apparently there was. So that was $15. And then the same day I decided to get a car wash, which in the past, I have counted it as an budgeted expense, but I thought that a car wash was sort of cart maintenance because I'm maintaining my car. So I took it out of my cart maintenance, and that was $9. So we can go ahead and now check this out. So for Amazon Prime, I didn't spend anything, as you guys can see, so no negatives. So that means that my ending should be $20. For car insurance, no negatives, so I should be having $300. Now for cart maintenance, I did have 2 negatives, so I believe that's $24. Yes, I believe so. Yes, so I did subtract $24. So the ending for cart maintenance is $76. For entertainment, I did spend the $50, so that means I don't have anything in here. Then for medical, I did spend some money, which was $14. So that means that I should have $61 as my ending balance. Then for new car, I didn't spend anything, so nothing here, and I should be having $300 saved for my new car sinking fund. And Paul's birthday, I didn't subtract anything, so I should have $30. Now, if you guys checked out my April sinking funds, then you guys know that these are the exact amounts that I have as my beginning balance for that month. So now we can go ahead and just add this. So I'm doing all of these steps to let you guys know how it is that I recap and finish my monthly budget once the month is over. So I think that's really important to show you guys on camera so you guys know how to do it for yourselves. So the total subtraction is $88. I'm going to now add all of my ending balances. 376, 61, 330. So that means that I should have $787 as my ending balance for all of my sinking funds. So that's how I finished up my sinking funds page. As you guys can see, I used every single part of the headers from my sinking funds and transaction log sticker sheet. Now, last but not least, I do want to show you guys my variable income. Not because I spent anything else, because I haven't. As you guys know, I didn't have any more room, although I could have probably taken this out. But I was definitely on a no buy for this last week of March, and I'm really happy that I did that. So I want to go ahead and show you guys sort of the variable incomes that I had for this month. So my sources for this month were YouTube, as you guys know, share sale. I had my tax refund, which helped me achieve my goal of paying $1,000 towards debt. I also did put Etsy because that was another sort of income that helped me achieve that $1,000 goal. I only put the amount that I needed to achieve that goal. So I'm not putting the whole amount that I made for the whole month of March, because I do have a whole separate business sort of budget and financial planner that I keep separate from my actual finances. And I think that's a good thing to do, to have your budget planner aside from your business budget planner. I think that's a good thing to do. Last but not least, I wanted to go ahead and put my birthday savings, and I went ahead and just left it open, because you guys know that last month, the month of February, I did have a Valentine's Day sort of sinking funds, but I only used a bit of that money. I had $30 left, so this is how I included it back into this month. I took it out of my sinking funds and I put it towards a variable income, which also helped achieve my $1,000 debt goal. So that's exactly the same thing that I'm going to be doing for next month for my $20 Friday savings. That way, even though it is already spent for this month, let's say, it is coming back as a variable income, because that's just what it is. So that is how I included that in my budget. So these three, as well as my YouTube obviously and share sale, helped me achieve my $1,000 goal to pay towards debt. So I'm really excited and super happy about these month's results. As you guys can see, I think I did pretty good, although I did have an unbudgeted amount. Like I mentioned in the past, I don't really beat myself up over things like that. Now, if there were other things, like things that I didn't need, like clothes, shoes, or just stuff like that, then I definitely would understand and I would feel bad. But honestly, even if it was that, I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that nobody's perfect. We're all going to be having several expenses sometimes that we are not proud about. But at the end of the day, I just think that even if you have a budget and you want to, let's say, reward yourself for being in a budget for so long, I think you definitely should do it. I think you should definitely keep your sanity before really being stuck on the budget and kind of feeling like it's dreadful. I never want to get to that point in my life where budgeting is super dreading. I would just rather not let it get to that point. So I do like to reward myself by, as you guys know, getting my nails done, or maybe buying some stickers or some things to decorate my personal rings and just stuff like that. So make sure to reward yourself at least just a little bit, just to bring you back into the swing of things. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's pretty much all that I have to say. So like I mentioned one last time, because I don't show my income, I'm going to put my expected for my hourly job, as well as my actual, the variances for that, and then my variable is going to be all of these sources minus my expenses for my variable income. Then I'm going to go ahead and bring it into my actual with my expected as well, variance of that. Out of my actuals, put them here in the totals, and whatever I have left, I am going to be putting towards my debt. In the past, I have used this for sort of my savings as well. So I think for this month, part of it is going to go towards my savings and part of it's going to go towards my debt. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys did, please don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already, and make sure to tap on that notification bell just so you guys can get notifications whenever I upload a new video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.